Mazda RX-8 Group, Joe Foster, Ken Long, Charles Espinal, and team owner Patrick Dempsey. Best career GT finish, believe, for all of these guys. A wonderful afternoon. We're going to go right to questions.
Marshall Pruitt. Patrick, in terms of storylines, we have yourself flying back and forth constantly. We have a win almost in your hand, kind of goes away, come back to third. Is this just kind of writing its own script for you here?
Yeah, pretty much. It's been an amazing weekend. Just getting here in itself and testing a really good test early on. In the weekend, like Thursday, it felt good, felt comfortable. It was running the best I've ever run here. And then I had to kind of get jerked out of that and go to the premiere at Sundance, and it was very disorienting. It was hard to get there because it takes your mind out of it completely, and then the wear and tear it takes to get there and come back. So Saturday morning, I believe it was, I got back about 5 in the morning and didn't get very much sleep, and it's a very demanding morning before the race starts, where there are a lot of demands on you, and by the time I got in the car, I was completely depleted. I didn't have a lot of energy. I didn't have the same snap that I had in practice, which was very difficult and demoralizing through that stint. And I got out of the car and was extremely frustrated and upset with myself, and was like, what am I doing wasting my time if I'm not going to be successful and be out there to be competitive? Was it a mistake to go out to do the premiere? And had a lot of time to think about it in the mobile home, and I was listening to Tom on the radio talking, and he had so much joy in his voice when he was communicating with the pits. Kurt, our engineer, who did a fabulous job this weekend, and it reminded me of, like, remember to have fun and not to forget about how lucky we are to be here and competing with such an incredibly talented group of drivers, and to really work through all those emotions and to get out and to find a place where I was much more aggressive, and then I found myself leading the 24 hours, which was remarkable. And it was at night too, which was fantastic, because it was just the drivers. It wasn't there. They didn't tell them. They wouldn't tell me. I was like, "How are we doing?" Keep going. You're doing fine. Same pace, same pace. Until I got out, and then I've been working with Jacques Dallaire. It really helped me on the mental side of things to really stay focused and to overcome those obstacles. And then, of course, the ride after that, after getting out of the cars, I pretty much wiped out, and then we were leading for so long. It was an amazing time to stay focused mentally, to just not get too far ahead of yourself, and remember we had a long way to go. And you just think of the waves of emotion since, I started racing at the piano school, and I don't know, it was a long time ago. And Joe was the head instructor, and Charles was the instructor, and from that, getting off the couch from watching Speed on Sunday. And my wife said, go and follow your dreams, and to be here, it's pretty special.
We're going to take a couple more questions. Raise your hand. I think we have one here. Name and affiliation.
Pat Jennings, motorsport.com. Patrick, piggybacking off that question, talk about what this win means for the development of your driving career. I mean, this is a big deal, podium in a world-renowned sports car race.
I think it's really important for our development as a team. I think the sacrifices that Joe has done personally and professionally to get us here, Kurt and our team, I mean, they've worked so hard the last few months, and with not the kind of funding that other teams have. I think more importantly, it's validation to their hard work, and this is a team sport. We're very fortunate to be sitting up here, the four of us, but we have a lot of guys and girls who have made it possible for us to be here, and I think that's what it says, that these guys are doing the right thing. Kurt is a fabulous engineer. Jim called a good race, and Charles drove his heart out. Joe, Tom, all of them really dug deep to get us here, and towards the end, to just watch them, to be on the wall and to hear everybody's journey with each stint was an incredibly joyous, tragic, fun moment, and I think it's, hopefully if we can continue with our team and have those values emotionally that we can continue on, I hope that's what it means. I hope that's where we can go.
More questions? Where's our next one? We're coming home.
Holly Kane with AOL Sports. Patrick, what is your schedule going to be like this year in terms of the races you're going to do? And does having a
Yeah, they would like to know too.
and does having a finish like this make it even harder to get out of the race car?
Yeah, I'm retired from Grey's Anatomy as of today. I will be racing full-time from here on in. Oh, there's a headline for you. That'll be no, you know, it's really tricky because you have to balance the two. And this weekend was, you know, it was so obvious with having to get to the premiere that was successful in that side of the career and to balance them out. So I hope I can successfully balance both out and be, you know, competitive in both of those arenas and make time for both. And you know, next time hopefully my family's here to see.
Right here. We'll take this one. We'll take this one and then one more.
Lynn Hunting, Press Snoop. Question for Charles. Does this mean that the team manager can put the cattle prod away?
Yeah, she asked last night about what some of our success was, and I told her about our new team manager and what the success was and how he kind of
Pushes everybody
pushes
along.
the team along. I said he had a cattle prod and he pops us every time we get in the car. So,
We're getting a bigger one now, I think.
now everybody did a great job on the team, and obviously it's gelling well. And you know, like Patrick said, Joe and his family and everybody there puts their heart into it. You know, I mean, it's the success shows every year. We get better and better. And you know, to answer some of your questions, he's too modest to ever say it, but he's got a good passion and a true passion for the sport. He's just not one of these jackasses that comes in here and wants to race because it's cool. He does it because he loves it, and it's good to work with him.
We can take one more if we have one more question from anyone. Here, I believe we have that one in the back to wrap up. That'll be everybody.
Hey guys, anybody, just through the night, throughout the race, any the minor and/or major problems that you had with the car, as far as you know, just being able to post the podium finish that you posted?
We had quite a few adventures with the car, and sort of, as you know, it's a living, breathing thing, and she was definitely walking or running wounded at the end of the race, like all the cars are to some degree. We always plan as a team to try for winning. That's what teams do. It's racing, right? The objective is to win. But when we looked at each other around midnight last night, and we were leading, and had been for a while, I'm sure I'm not telling you anything that will be surprised that we were pretty incredulous about that, and especially obviously given the relative pace of the different makes right now. And it was exciting, and the car ran like a top. We had the sort of famous Mazda reliability, rotary engine Mazdas have won this race many times, and dating back to the 70s. And we did have some electrical issues with the car. We ended up having to chase connectors and batteries and a few little things around the car. But the actual big parts of the car is the engine only has 4 moving parts, right? Eccentric shaft and 3 rotors, so it's not if it's still running, it's usually fine.
It's like the professor.
Sorry, it only has 4 parts. And so as long as we didn't hit or be it, then we did fine. And the car is actually admirably in good shape. The guys in the shop actually put the worst bodywork in the car on purpose, trying to get rid of it. But they have one nose they call the Franken nose because it's been redone so many times. And unfortunately, the Franken nose lives still.
All right, guys, congratulations. Great
Thanks,
afternoon.
everybody. Thank you.